Lineup changes today?
We'll see. We have a few bumps, so we'll game time.
And in net?
Veggie.
Awesome. As far as Vejmelka goes, I mean, we could keep talking about him, but even on a back-to-back, the confidence you have with him, what does that say, not just to him, but also the group?
Yeah, it says a lot. I think we're in playoff mode, and the way we approach it, if what's playoff, what will be the decision, and we have 2 days before the next game, so we'll manage a load then. I think it will be more complicated when we'll play every second day or stuff like that, but I think we have an opportunity here to push the pace a little.
Yesterday, going into the third period, there was a lot of chatter in the hallway, pumping each other up. Lawson Krause, big voice there. When you have those moments, how much do you as a coach lean on the leadership to get the guys going when they need it?
Every time, every time. You need your leader to take charge, to be in command, and they're the one to lead the room. They're the one to lead the team. You're there to guide the leader, to lead the team. They need to hone it, so they do a really good job. I think in that game we got better. Didn't have the start we wanted, but it's unfortunate. But it's just the way it is. When you're in that league, you're up to speed, you're up and running, you're 100 miles per hour, and then you have 4 or 5 days between games. Then you slow down. During that time, the other team keep going. So when you hit the floor, it's not the same. So I think we needed a period to get our legs under ourselves and to get up to pace. We were better in the second and good in the third.
Along those lines, Krause also used the word courage to define the group and yesterday's game. Yeah. How do you assess that and that?
I like that. I think we, you have to. What we talk in the room is we have two choices. It's either we hope to win or we take charge. We take command and we find the courage and we dig deep for everything we can find to win. We engage ourselves and we're resilient in that situation. So I think the guys did a really good job.
Obviously against the Blackhawks tonight, or rather today, but that's a team that's been struggling a little bit. But over the course of this series, what have you liked about this matchup?
But you know what? They score, I think it's 18 goals in the last 4 games. So they score a ton of goals. They're a dangerous team in terms of they have young talent who can break down. They have speed of the forecheck. So they're dangerous if you're not ready. And it's about us. It's about us, how much we want it. I think team, like, if you look the last couple games they played, the surprise team, they put team who had aspiration in a tough situation. So we are one of those teams. So we're better to be ready.
What about the balance, André, that we saw last night? Every line had a goal, but it wasn't so much maybe the goal scoring. It was the block shots, the key saves, and what does that mean at this time?
Well, I think that means everybody's engaged. Everybody's in. I think that's the way I see it. We're together in this, and it's everybody feel connected and engaged and together in that stuff, and that's what you want to see. Those are key words for us, or stuff we try to preach every day, and I think we're in it right now.
Power play seems like it's been doing a good job of kind of going through the progressions and the different looks and things. As this chemistry has evolved with that top group especially, kind of what have you seen from the way that they work through the different looks that you guys
I think it's a long process. I think you work at that since training camp. It's the same thing on everything in the offense. You need to be able to be successful against a different system or the different structure, because every structure presents a challenge. Every system presents a challenge, and they have strength and weakness. You need to stay away from their strength. You need to exploit the weakness. So I think it's a work in progress, and when more the player understand those key points, easier it is for them in second nature to become, and there's less thinking, and so there's better execution, there's better timing, and I think the guys do a great job.
So obviously second game of back-to-back, you guys are in it. We've heard that, home stretch. How does the team feel right now? What's the energy like, and especially after last night?
Yeah, no, last night was a huge win. We knew this was a big road trip for us, obviously back-to-back with travel and stuff, so feeling good. I don't think last night was our best game, but I think it showed a lot of resilience to find a way, and obviously Veggie was kicking, that's huge. So, big one tonight.
Yeah, let's talk about Vejmelka, because obviously he brings a lot of confidence to the table. But how, as a teammate or a guy out there on the ice, how does he push you guys to want to play better?
Yeah, I mean, I think every guy, I think maybe it's just a hockey thing in general. You have a lot of pride to play in front of your goalie and do what you can for him, and especially when you see kind of what he does for us and the way he battles and competes. Both our goaltenders, Ingy as well, they fight for us back there. So definitely do as much as we can to compete in front of him and make it as easy on him as possible. But end of the day, those guys do so much for us.
Over the course of the year, special teams, obviously, there's a chemistry build. You have, whether that's power play, penalty, or whatever. In this current moment of the power play, how do you feel like that has evolved for this group?
No, I think double camera here is always nice.
You want to hop in, Kels?
No, I think obviously a lot of us have played together for a while, and that chemistry grows. And throughout the year, you get different looks and whatnot. And I think kind of over the year, whoever it's been, we've kind of found a way. And I think as of lately, we've done a good job kind of attacking more and being a bit more aggressive. And I think that just opens plays up kind of in all different situations and getting recoveries and working from there. So I think it's kind of a culmination, obviously, throughout the year. You kind of develop and get a feel for the different looks you're going to get from PKs and whatnot, and trying to attack and take advantage of those holes.
Last night was obviously a comeback win.
Yeah.
How do you see the mindset of your team shift when it's comeback situations versus dominating performances?
Yeah, I think it's 82 games. Like you're going to be in different situations, and ultimately, I think we want to dominate every game, of course. But especially like in this stretch, all these games are so important. Every team's fighting for their lives out here. So the starts are so important. I think we need to do a better job in that Jersey game and last night. Both those teams came out of the gates with a lot of pace, and we got to kind of have that same mentality ourselves. I think we can take a book or a page out of their books, the way they were able to compete in those games, and hopefully we have that jump off the gun tonight.
And last one for me, what do you like about this matchup with Chicago for tonight?
Yeah, big game. Obviously, always the in-division games. We face these teams a lot, and there's a lot of competition out there. We've got to be ready for it. Like I said, need to be ready off the jump.